Welcome back to Frontline News. I'm Javon Keys. It's now time for Frontline Business. The Bank of Jamaica BOJ is warning of a possible breach in the upper 6% limit of its inflation target, with rising prices expected to come in the December 2020 and March 2021 quarters. At the same time, the BOJ is projecting a worsening economic contraction for 2020-2021 of 10 to 12%, down from the originally projected 7 to 10%. This worsening projection by the BOJ is indicative of the economic strain brought on by COVID-19 and adverse weather conditions. Speaking at the bank's quarterly monetary press conference on Thursday, Governor Richard Biles anticipated that consumer prices will rise over the next 3 quarters. For the current December 2020 quarter, inflation is projected at 5.5 to 6.5%, exceeding the central bank's target of 4 to 6% for the fiscal year, with the target being breached even further in the March 2021 quarter projection, which is set for 6 to 7%. In the face of rising COVID-19 cases, Caribbean economies will need more aggressive fiscal actions to protect their productive assets and invest in the ways that will ensure more sustainable growth in the future, according to a new report by the Inter-American Development Bank (IDB). Now, that's referring to the constrained fiscal space and a budding economic recovery. The study noted that additional resources should be channeled to high productivity infrastructure products to further stimulate growth and long-term development. It added that better roads or airports facilitate the transport of goods and services to market, and improved water and power infrastructure would enable industries to operate at lower costs and improve an economy's productive capacity. Meanwhile, the Planning Institute of Jamaica PIOJ is recording that approximately 135,800 fewer Jamaicans were employed at the end of July 2020 against the same period last year. This is the largest decline on record, according to the PIOJ's Director General, Dr. Wayne Henry, who was speaking at an online quarterly press briefing on Wednesday. The new unemployment figures, despite growth in the agriculture, forestry, and fishing, as well as construction sectors, along with producers of government services. Now, Dr. Henry said all the other industries across the island were impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic, which contributed to the record decline in employment. He said the hotel and restaurant sector was the most affected because of the shutdown of the tourism sector, with the closure of the island's airports and seaports. According to Dr. Henry, the government played a major role in the contribution to the GDP during the period, with help to the agriculture, forestry, and fishing sectors and producers of services. Now on to stocks. In Friday's trading session, the JSE Combined Index advanced by 1,106 points to close at under 400,000 units. Overall market activity resulted from trading in 69 stocks, of which 29 advanced, 33 declined, and 7 traded firm. The Junior Market Index advanced by 4 points to close at under 3,000 units. Stocks advanced for Berger Paints Jamaica, Blue Power Group, CAC 2000, Cargo Handlers, and Caribbean Cement Company. Stocks declined for AMG Packaging and Paper Company, Barita Investments, Caribbean Producers, Carreras, and Community and Workers of Jamaica CCU. Now trading firm were 1834 Investments, Caribbean Assurance Brokers, Caribbean Flavors and Fragrances, Epley Limited, and Lasco Distributors. Sagicor Select Funds Limited Manufacturing and Distribution was the volume leader with over 15 million units, followed by QWI Investments Limited with 14.7 million units and NCB Financial Group Limited with 8.5 million units. And now the foreign exchange. Now on to commodities. Oil prices edged higher on Friday, on track for a third consecutive weekly rise, stimulated by successful COVID-19 vaccine trials, while renewed lockdowns in several countries to limit the spread of COVID-19 capped gains. Brent crude rose 46 cents to settle at $44.66 a barrel, while U.S. West Texas Intermediate WTI crude gained 28 cents to settle at $42.18 a barrel. And that's it for Frontline Business. I'm Javon Keys. Good evening.